Hey everybody, it's Jennifer again, and I wanted to pop on really quick and do my book haul for July video and get you guys all caught up, some of my bookish purchases this month and getting ready. I don't know if I'm going to do a wrap-up video start a booktubeathon or if I'm going to wrap them all together. I'll probably make up my mind later today because booktubeathon starts tomorrow. So stay tuned. You may get a couple of really quick videos back to back here this week. So let's get into the book haul, shall we? So I'm vibing on the new Thor Ragnarok trailer today. I think I've already watched it about 7 times. So I've got my Loki got a Mischief shirt on, so he's going to help me out with our book haul today. So my first purchases are both Neil Gaiman books. I haven't read Neil Gaiman yet, and that's probably, I'm kind of a little surprised at that with myself, and so we fixed that. I picked up The Graveyard book to read. This one I didn't want in the graphic novel version. I know there's a graphic novel version out there, but this one I really did want in more of a novel format, and did finally find this at my local independent bookstore, and so picked that one up for me to read. This one's got a very interesting concept, is that nobody has been raised by ghosts, and he lives in a graveyard, and so it sounds very intriguing to me and wanted to read it, and so finally picked it up. And then also I've had several friends that have been telling me I need to read American Gods, so I did pick up this one as well. I may I don't know, I was hoping I could get both of them in the same kind of format on the cover, but I didn't, so no big deal. They're both really pretty blues, so I guess we're gonna go with that for right now. But picked up American Gods too. I want to read this before I do try to watch the Stars series, so probably read this pretty quick. On one of my other book hauls, I didn't go in for this book, but I figured probably is about time. I've wanted to read this book probably ever since high school, and I found out that it was out there, but it is Truman Capote's In Cold Blood. Really fell in love with this cover. That's been honest, I'm sorry, not gonna lie, haven't found a good one yet that I liked the cover, but this book I bought, he wrote this after a murder that took place in Holcomb, Kansas. It's his fictionalized version of that murder. And so I felt, as wanting to know more about my Kansas history and things that have gone on in Kansas, I've wanted to read In Cold Blood for quite a long time. So finally, nice cover came out that I liked and picked this little beauty up. So that'll get on the to-read list. My next book I did buy from the Book Depository to help support Booktubeathon. I did go over to their page to help support their efforts, and the book that I picked up from there was a graphic novel called Anya's Ghost, and it's about a girl she's going through school and is looking for a best friend, and she finds a ghost at the bottom of her of a well, and it's about those adventures. I opened it up after I got it out of my mailbox, and it's just this nice, very black and white illustrated book. It feels very 1920s silent movie-ish to me, and oh look, here, it's a masterpiece, Neil Gaiman. Go figure there. Maybe we should play 7 Degrees of Neil Gaiman here. But I'm really looking forward to reading this book. It's a little bit out of my norm, and yeah, so I am looking forward to this. This may go with me on my next work trip to help keep me company there. So may surprise you, may not. I have never read any Stephen King, and I'm not very happy to admit that. I wish I could, but since the genre is mainly horror is really a genre I don't read, guys. It's very difficult for me. I can't do horror movies. I have extremely vivid dreams. I have extremely vivid nightmares. I've had several where it's hard for me to distinguish that I'm dreaming, and for that reason I really do stay away from that genre. But with the movie The Dark Tower coming out and watching that and getting a little bit more about what that storyline is about, I think it's something I can handle, and I'm gonna try. So I did pick up Stephen King's The Gunslinger. I'm blaming this on Idris Elba. I love him as an actor, and I really enjoy his body of work, and I'm looking forward to this. And I want to read some of these books before I go and see the movies. So this is one I'm putting. The movies got me intrigued. I'm going back, and I'm going to read the books first. Well, we're going to try. So this one you'll probably get a standalone review later on. I think this is going to be one of the books I read almost immediately after Booktubeathon. I almost picked this up and thought I probably could have gotten through this today. But you know, working adult, I gotta go to work tomorrow, so I'm not gonna start it now. So I picked up Stephen King's The Gunslinger, book number 1 in the Dark Tower. Now this next book was a cover by. I did read a little bit of the blurb. So yeah, Book Outlet ran another sale, and so this is called The Gallery, and picked it up. It's a very beautiful cover. It's got an eccentric recluse, a self-absorbed newspaper, a shady footman, a mansion with a secret, and one girl who has the moxie to see everything for what it is. So sounded cool to me, so I picked it up, and we're gonna get that on the shelves and get that to be read soon. My next book, for those of you in the States, I did have to buy through Book Depository. I don't think that this book is available in the States. At least I haven't seen it yet. Now, it was released July 13th, so that may have changed. But I did purchase this through a UK-based website. And this book I saw reviewed on Jen Campbell's BookTube site, her YouTube site, so I'll put her link below to the video where she reviewed this book. But this book is by Carmen Marcus, called How Saints Die, and it sounds like a lot of mythology. A young girl has had her mother taken away, and it's her search for her mother. It sounds like they've got a lot of folklore in it, and it just sounded really right up my alley. So this one's probably hopefully gonna get devoured pretty quick. It'll probably go The Gunslinger, then this one, and we'll see what else. And yeah, August may need to be a no-buy book month. Maybe we should see, and we can see how well Jennifer accomplishes that. And then finally, I picked up the second book in the Witchlands series, called Wind Witch. The first book is called Truth Witch, which I have not read yet, but this one they got in at Book Outlet, and it was a really good price. And so since I could have both of them in hardback, I'm taking the risk that I'm gonna like the first book. There's a lot of good reviews for it out on BookTube, so I'm not too worried about it at this point. I'm hoping it is gonna be a great book, and that it won't be, that we're gonna like it. I think I will. Again, this is more my traditional right up my alley type read there. So those are the books I got this month, and let me know if any of these are on your to be read list or sound interesting to you guys. But that's what I purchased this month in July, and getting ready and getting excited for Booktubeathon this next week. So keep on watching for some more videos, and we'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.